Yeah, hi, hello everyone, and this is Sathish, and today we will discuss about HANA. Before going to HANA, a lot of guys have doubts like what is HANA, what is S for HANA, what is ABAP on HANA, BW on HANA, like this. So different types of questions we have. Okay, first of all, HANA is one database only. Okay, just database, and if you see our SAP structure here, here's some presentation layer or presentation server, and then application server, and then database server. Okay. So this is the architecture of our SAP system, right? Now, the database server, so we were using some different data bases like Oracle database or some DB2 or DB6 or MS SQL. A lot of databases we have in the market. So we can purchase that database. On top of that one, we can install our SAP. Okay, so this is the process. Here the database is like MS SQL or DB2 or DB6. So a lot of databases are there. Okay, just I'm considering just for databases here. Okay, so first we will purchase this database. On top of that one, we will install our SAP. Okay, so SAP we were installing like this up to 2009 like that. Okay, after that one, SAP thought like why we have to purchase um, this databases from outside. We can create our own database. Okay, and they have given the name for the database as HANA. The name is HANA, abbreviation is High Performance Analytic Appliance. Okay, fine. They have given the name as HANA, that is fine. But uh, for example, I have one customer. Okay, I have one company, so I will produce some steel rods. Okay, I have one steel company. I have purchased one Oracle database. On top of that one, I have installed this SAP, and I'm using this SAP from 10 or 15 years onwards. Okay, now if SAP tell like you can use HANA instead of Oracle, then what I have to do? I actually I habituated this to this Oracle database. Okay, if they change suddenly, there will be a lot of disturbance. Means in the HANA database, the screens may be different here, the tables may be different here, and transactions may be different here. So this type of questions we can raise here. That is why SAP thought like don't use HANA as the primary database. You can use HANA as a secondary database. Like I will tell you. This is the presentation server, application server, and this is the database server, right? And here we are using, just assume I'm using Oracle. Okay, and this is primary. So now what SAP is saying here, you can use HANA as a secondary database. Okay, so what is this primary and secondary databases here? And why SAP is suggesting like this? Okay, you can use this HANA as a secondary database. Okay, so first of all, so if we want to create something, sales order or purchase order or something data we want to create in our system, so we will come from presentation server, right? So from presentation server, the data will come to the application server. Okay, so from that application server, one minute, guys. Okay, so from that application server to database server, the data will come and the data will save in the Oracle database because our existing database is Oracle only. That is why the data will save in this Oracle database. Okay, so whenever the data is saved in Oracle database, at the same time the data will move to HANA database also. Okay, this is not our job. So one more team will be there, so they will handle it. Okay, how to move, when to move. So these all things they will manage. Okay, fine. Whenever we are saving the data, then the data will come from presentation server to application server, from application server to database server. Okay, so after that one, the data will save into HANA database also. Okay, now I want to fetch something data. I want to display something data. At the time, I will give the input in the presentation server. Okay, for example, I want to display some sales order number 123. I will give that 123 as an input in the presentation server. Okay, and after that one, it will come to the application server. Okay, that input will come to the application server, and after that one, the input will not go to the Oracle database. Okay, it will go to the HANA database. Okay, the data will fetch from HANA database and it will send to the application server. It will not interact with Oracle database here. Okay, just for reading, not for saving the data. Okay, just for reading, the data will come from HANA database to application server, from application server to presentation server. Why SAP is telling like this? Okay, so instead of this Oracle, SAP can tell like you can use this HANA directly, but before going to replace the database with HANA, then SAP has to provide some training to the customers. SAP has a lot of customers. Okay, like IBM is there, Infosys is there, TCS, a lot of customers are there. So they were using those IT companies were using this SAP in different manufacturing companies or pharma companies. Lot of companies they have uh, implemented this SAP to different uh, parties or customers, right? At that time, they have to, I mean, the SAP has to give some training to the customers. Okay, because the database is changing here. The screens may be changed, or the programs may change, or the tables may change. So a lot of changes will be there. So each and everything they have to tell here. So it will take a lot of time, and they have to recruit a few guys. So they have to give training to those guys, and they will send those guys to the companies or customers. And each customer will go to different company, and they have to give some training to the customers. Okay, so the SAP, if you use this HANA database, the screen will be different here. Same only, but slight difference will be there. Okay, some options are increased here, and a few tables are removed, and a few tables merged, and a few tables converted into some views. So this type of things they have to explain to the customers. It will take a lot of time, and uh, uh, the cost also is very high to recruit this type of recruiters, and they send to the different companies. Okay, so SAP thought like, so we will use the existing database only. So whenever we are saving the data, at that time the data will save into your existing database. Okay, so after that one, you can use HANA also as a secondary database, because the performance is very high if you compare with existing database to this HANA database. Okay, so we have some reports like it will take some 2 hours or 3 hours to execute that report. We will execute it in background. Okay, so office will close at 10 p.m. So the job will run from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. or 1 a.m. like that. Okay, at midnight it will run that job, and it will execute. Uh, it will display the data, or it will capture some data. Okay, so it is taking that much of time. So to remove this type of activities, okay, SAP introduced this HANA database. So the performance will be very high here. If you use the HANA database, the performance will be very high. So that is why, so for saving the data, automatically the data will save in the existing database. And if you want to read the same data, or if you want to display the same data, then the data will come from HANA database to application server. It will not come to the existing database. It will come to HANA database, and from that HANA database to application server, the data will pass here. Okay, just for reading, not for saving the data. The data will come from HANA database to application server, from application server to presentation server, because the performance is very high here. Okay, so this concept is called here like sidecar scenario. Okay, this concept is called here sidecar scenario. Fine. Now the customers were using two databases, Oracle database as well as HANA databases. Now they got to know so how the performance is there. Okay, so previously one report is taking some 2 hours of time. Now it is taking just 10 to 15 minutes of time by using HANA database. Okay, now they got to know HANA is a good one for us. Now SAP tell like you can use HANA database instead of this existing because you already know how the performance is there. Okay, so this is the presentation server. Application server and database server. Okay, and here we are using HANA database. Okay, directly I'm using here HANA database. Okay, and here the application server and we have same tables, whatever the tables we were using previously, like VBAK, BBAP, TW01, KN1, same. How the tables were the same things were there in the Oracle database as well as the HANA database also they have maintained in the same way because if they remove something table, then we will face some problem because that removed table we use in something programs. Okay, so we will face some problems. That is why they did not remove anything in the database tables like that in HANA database or in uh, Oracle database. Okay, both are same here. So same thing here also. Okay, here also they are telling like we are not changing any tables. Okay, we are not changing any tables here, and this is the ECC only. Okay, this is ECC system only and application server ECC only, and here also. So this is also ECC here. Okay, here also ECC, and here also we are using ECC only. Same tables. Okay, and SAP is adding a few tables. Okay, they are not removing anything, just they adding a few tables like SRM and CRM related tables. Okay, ECC tables, whatever the tables were there existingly, so same tables will be there, and they're adding a few more tables also. Okay, SRM and CRM related tables also they are adding here, but they are not removing anything here. Okay, same thing. Already the data is moved. Okay, so whatever the data is saving in the Oracle database, all the data will save in the HANA database also. Means the data already is there in HANA database also. Now, so instead of this Oracle database, they are using HANA as a primary database. Only one database, that is HANA database. Okay, so if you want to save something, some customer information, then we have to give the input in a presentation server. The data will come to the application server. From that application server, the data will come to the HANA DB. Okay, saving the data is in HANA DB. And for fetching also, okay, if you want to fetch something customer information, we have to give that input in the presentation server, and after that one it will come to the application layer, application server. So from that application server, it will come to the HANA DB. Okay, directly it will come from HANA to HANA DB to application server to presentation server. This is called here suit on HANA. Okay, this is called here suit on HANA. Just we are using HANA database and ECC only we are using here. On top of this HANA database, we are implementing ECC system only, ECC SAP. Okay, and after few days, SAP thought like, so we are using now HANA databases. We have to improve little bit more. At that time, SAP introduced S for HANA. Presentation server, application server, database server. And here we are using HANA DB. Okay. And here in the application server, instead of ECC, so they have introduced one more concept S for HANA. S for is nothing but simplified, that's it. Simplified HANA. Okay. And now, fine. And now, if we are using this S for HANA, a few tables, okay, a few tables, they have converted from cluster table to transparent table, and a few tables converted, okay, a few tables converted as the views, and a few transactions merged into one more transaction. Okay, for example, I want to create some customer information, okay, XD01 or vendor information XK01, okay. So XD01, XK01 and FD01, FK01, this type of or if you want to display something customer information XD03, okay, or vendor information displaying or XK03, whatever it is. So this all information, this all transactions, they have merged into only single transaction, that is BP transaction, business partner. Okay, if you programs or if you concepts changed here and if you concepts added newly here. Okay, so in S for HANA, these all things will come here. This is called here S for HANA. Simplified HANA. Okay. Fine. Uh, and you may have one more doubt like what is ABAP on HANA? Okay, our course is ABAP on HANA only, right? So this is HANA is a database, that is fine, and S for HANA is also fine. This is the application server on top of HANA we are using, that is also fine. Then what's ABAP on HANA? Okay, so as an ABAPer, we are working on a HANA database, right? So this is called here ABAP on HANA. We are working ABAP related things. We are working on HANA, right? On top of HANA, right? That is called here ABAP on HANA. That's it. There is no much difference. And BW on HANA. So if you BW guys will be there. Okay, BW guys will be there. So they will work on top of HANA database. So this is called here BW on HANA. BW related things only they will do here. Okay, ABAPers will create some RISE concepts and some uh, some uh, some OVA ABAP related things or purely this type of things we will do here, right? So this is called here ABAP on HANA. Okay, that's it. There is no much differences here. Okay, HANA is the database, and after that one, HANA as introduced as secondary database. Okay, and this concept is called here sidecar scenario. and after that one we are using ECC system only, but the database is a HANA here. So this concept is called here suit on HANA, and now we are using directly S for HANA as in place of ECC. Okay, and database is HANA here. Okay, this is called here S for HANA, simplified HANA. Okay, and what are the advantages? Okay, what are the advantages? What are the features are there in HANA? We will discuss it in next class. Okay, okay then bye. Jai Hind.